So the thing that with elections in Germany, it's great that AfD, which is let's say the German MAGA, if you can think about it that way, it got a healthy 20%. Has been one of the fastest growing parties in Germany, and they were all out. Specifically, one of the most important things was closing the borders and mass deportations. You can see that N Wokeness shared a very graphic okay, sorry, between AfD in blue between 2021 and 2025. You see all that is the difference is impressive. They got that 20%, and well, there's a problem, and the problem is that you simply cannot do anything with 20%. The only thing that you can do is to try to enter in a coalition with the other parties and try to, let's say, well, let's try to do something about this together. But nobody wants to do anything with AfD, because, well, they are essentially seen as Nazis, like literal Nazis. That is the issue here. That is the problem at play here. Not only that, we also have this other problem is who are voting for whom. Naomi said, boomers prevented AfD victory. Germany's oldest voted for the CDU as they were force-fed propaganda for decades. Legacy media is powerful among elderly German traditionalists. Declining birth rates led to an old society, and that old society is voting for the CDU. I'm going to say something about the CDU in a minute, but mark my words, X will replace the media soon. I don't think that will be as soon as we would like for Germany to be, because it all boils down to who... Again, if you think that your vote can make a difference. And regarding the CDU, you have to understand this. Basil the Great shared this, that yeah, we need to fact check, and this is for real. Quickest broken promise ever. Only one day after the election, one main promise for Germans was broken. What was that promise? Leader of the CDU, which was a party that the Christian party that is essentially kind of like a Reno party, like a Republican in name only, like Christian in name only. There is a bunch of Marxists in that. It seems just Friedrich Merz just completely went back on what was said during the election and announced that there will be no talk of shooting the borders to those without valid documentation. So, just so you have this right, the party that got the most votes had promised to talk about, let's close the borders and stuff during the campaign, and not even 24 hours after the elections, they went full 180. Let that sink in. Only the AfD can be trusted to save Germany. But the problem is how much more has Germany to suffer before the AfD can have a real shot at this? Because it's if nobody wants a coalition with the Nazis or they're the German MAGA hats, I want to say it very clearly again. None of us will talk about border closures. No one, although this was claimed at times during the election campaign, none of us want to close the borders. Germany is done. I am sorry to say this, but Germany is done. I have a lot of body language buddies, a lot of common sense crusaders. You reach out to me on X. You reach out to me in email. You cannot express your ideas. I feel for you. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but Germany cannot be saved at this point. I'm always try to be hopeful about the future. Let's see if we can work this out. This cannot be worked out. Germany is on a slow death, and it's way past terminal. And Even worse, let's fact check this in all cases. Did Friedrich Merz say there will be a de facto ban on entry into the Federal Republic of Germany for all those who do not have valid entry documents during the campaign, of course? Did he say that? And yes, Friedrich Merz did say there will be a de facto ban on entry into the Federal Republic of Germany for all those who do not have valid entry documents for the campaign. For the campaign. And it was a lie. He knew that the people of Germany wanted that, and the people of Germany went and voted for the CDU. Oh yeah, they're saying that we are not going with the Nazis, so the CDU is gonna do the same. No, you have been fooled. You were fooled. You were lied to. Germany is done. Germany is done. This statement was made in the context of his proposed migration policy overhaul, as reported by multiple sources, in late January 2025. Specifically, on January 23rd, 2025, following a deadly knife attack in Aschaffenburg, Merz outlined a plan that included imposing permanent border controls and barring entry to those without valid documentation, emphasizing this as a key action he would take if elected chancellor. What the F? The quote aligns with his broader rhetoric at the time, where he also extended this restriction to include those seeking protection as part of this push for stricter immigration measures ahead of the February 23rd, 2025 German federal election. But now, it's worth noting that more recent statements from Merz, such as I thought that it was pronounced merde, but no, that's French, right? No, yeah, that's French. Such as February 24, where he said, nobody wants to close the borders. Nobody wants to close the borders. Suggests a possible shift on softening in his public stance. No, this is way too much. This is way too much. I mean, I feel the pain for Germany. Germany is a beautiful country with so many beautiful landscapes, so many amazing cities that have been essentially destroyed by this invasion. Thank you, Angela Merkel, and all of those who were implicated in this literal invasion. It has been happening. It is happening and will keep happening. Until when? I'm sad. I'm really sad to say that I don't see a way that the AfD or any other party with common sense will be able to have actual power before Germany is completely destroyed. So essentially, Germany is lost. I could be wrong, but I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Do you think Germany has still a chance the next elections or something, or it is cooked essentially? Let me know.